dinner too, milkshake style.
Apparently, Amanda just doesn't love anymore.
Huh?
No response, nothing.
What?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Man, Amanda, that's just cold
I
hearted.
can't even hear half of what is happening. Like, I don't know if my speakers are
She
dying.
claims she can't hear anything.
Man,
except for me calling her out.
I thought Allie was your friend, Amanda.
She's more than that.
Allie is sending you sweet nothings in your ear.
Oh.
Let us know when you get them.
Might take a while.
So, the last I remember, my two wizards had just kicked y'all's butt, and half of you were dead.
No.
No, just Caden was dead.
Oh, that makes sense.
Sorry, Caden.
I know Adam wasn't going to make it tonight. It's like Ryan's not going to make it.
Hey, Ryan?
Dang it, Ryan.
What terrible
So I see Yushi and Lucas are logged in.
So it says could not connect to the host on mine.
Oh, you have to change it, the IP address again?
That's right, to Amanda's place, not mine. Inch. Dark Seal, huge.
What are you
I
doing?
thought it was Huge Seal Dark Monk.
I know there's a seal and a dark monk.
Nope. Huge Seal, Dark Monk. But again now.
I think from now on, I'm just going to change it every week. You guys will have to guess and figure it out.
Not even nice. Like the opposite of nice.
And every now and then just purposely spell a word wrong.
And the last one to log in dies. I've been watching some Sword Art Online, so I'm more in a killing characters mood.
No, I only have access to Chesko's character sheet.
Oh yeah, because I have access to it.
Arrowhead's already dead.
That's because you gave a very untrustworthy person access to your character.
That was a mistake.
There's stuff missing from your inventory. Just don't worry about it.
I would just like to say, you guys are really lucky that we have Fantasy Grounds. because I am much less prepared on my alternate Fridays game.
Why is that? Just like, do you have to physically draw out maps or something?
Well, there's that. There's like, instead of just having a nice little character thing that I can just pull up and throw into the combat tracker, I actually have to like keep note cards about hit points and all that kind of stuff, and so I'm very glad I'm running Curse of Strahd on that one. It's not nearly as combat heavy.
Yeah.
But I also find that, just like in all my other games that I run, I will like say stuff that happens and I'll forget about it until someone reminds me and I'm like, right, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's happened a couple of times to me.
So you guys get semi-prepared Ben GM. They have to suffer with mostly unprepared Ben GM. So has anyone harassed Chip yet?
Not yet. Damn it. I was mid-texting him when he texted running late.
He knew.
Well, of the three of you who are here, I guess let's roll some D20s.
Right.
Winner, winner, air van dinner.
Every time, I swear. All right, so last week we started off finishing identifying some items as well as taking a rest in the room of the Black Half Dragon before taking a brief moment to semi-strategize. And then we went after the wizards. And we got one of them taken out, and the second one got away by a gargoyle at like the last possible second.
He turned invisible.
Yeah, he was invisible, but that was only a problem for you guys.
Yeah, he got away on by a gargoyle, and that's like right where we left off. I can't remember if something happened immediately after that or not.
Giant explosion, and then people running into the room.
That was the one. Because
That was the
Airfan
thing.
wasn't in the room, I didn't write anything down for that.
So yeah, that was a short and very disappointing recap, but I guess it was accurate. I think maybe you should recap again, and we'll see if Numa arrives.
Recap. Recap your recap.
Yeah, recap and recap
Upon a
better.
time, long ago.
So how's everybody doing?
I just ate, so I'm pretty happy right now.
Non-stop fun and excitement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just finishing chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, and mixed beans. Very delicious.
They're all separate, right?
Nope, I smushed them all together.
Oh, jeez.
And now Connor is staring at me, waiting to lick the plate. He's like, Dad, I know there's so much cheesy goodness on that plate. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Love the cheesy goodness.
Give it to me.
I had a roast and a roll and rice, and I'm very happy.
Trying to think of any other R foods you could have had.
I'm sure there's a few. I do have raspberries.
Yep, you should have had some raspberries.
I haven't eaten them yet, but they will come.
And maybe you should have some roses to drink.
Mm-hmm. A rotisserie chicken with some radishes and red velvet cake. Red grapefruit. I do love food.
Don't we all?
Yes.
At least those of us with any sense. When there are crazy people that
Well, it was always crazy.
don't. But I think one of them is probably Ryan. He never talks about food.
More than likely.
Yeah, kids these days.
I'm also partaking in decaf green tea with ginseng.
I love green tea.
Why decaf?
Because I can drink it at night and not be up. And
Don't you want to be up all night?
I'm married, man. I don't need to be up all night.
I thought that was you that I've been seeing hitting the club scenes
Oh yeah,
on
you know
all the
me.
Instagram feeds.
You know me with all the clubbing.
Numa's here to save Numa. Or what?
Too late. We killed you.
I want to punch someone.
Punch is Caden.
Is this Caden?
You know that I could punch somebody. Someone like you.
Chip just put the final touches on his light novel.
Was that the that I could punch somebody song? Is that the novelization of that?
That might be like a song they used in the movie adaptation, but I was just talking about the typewriter-like sounds coming from his
Connor
direction.
enjoyed it too.
Oh, my typewriter, yeah. I must have the loudest keyboard in the world, and it probably is. It's a vintage Acer from probably 1998. Where's the date on it?
You have a functional keyboard from 1998?
Yeah, this one's actually outlasted the keyboard that I just bought Zoe, or the computer that had a keyboard that I just got her for Christmas. They
Okay,
just
well,
don't make them like these two.
You're comparing a keyboard that was, probably made with actual materials.
Right.
Which
is probably why it's loud.
To a keyboard that was probably made, in 5 minutes with 10 cents worth of plastic.
Oh, yeah, I took it apart to figure out if I could fix it. And, there's nothing. There's nothing. It's like 2 pieces of plastic with a whatever signal array that actually tells you what you're pushing. But that's it. I mean, it's like 3 pieces and then each individual key or whatever. But, yeah, this Acer, man, it's like comparing the Acer keyboard to that keyboard is like going back to a typewriter.
Okay. So, Airman, would you like to recap again now that your long-lost companion who's about to die? What was that saying that supposedly they always said in the Coliseum? We who are about to die salute you.
I thought that was like an AC/DC song.
That's what I was thinking.
So last week we picked up the session after we had slain the black half dragon and finished looting a room and identifying a couple of the items that we picked up in there. And among them was like the insignia of claws and this Hazeron sentient greatsword and this half dragon and this black dragon mask. And after a rest in that room, we strategized and broke into and assaulted the 2 wizards in the other room. And we took out one of them, and the other one managed to escape via gargoyle pickup. And then there was a large explosion that happened. And then large explosion happened up above the chamber in the room. And a whole lot of footsteps could be heard.
I forgot that part.
I did too. Last time it reminded me.
Everybody up to speed?
We're set up.
Which are we on? Courtyard? We're on courtyard ground or something, aren't we?
Lower courtyard.
Lower courtyard. Yeah.
And effectively, that gargoyle is like 25 feet away. Though you can still see it, I guess. But okay. So, since you heard footsteps, the first person to look around and look at the entryway sees a familiar-ish figure running down the hallway. And the form of a dragon claw. who all look something more or less like this.
Ooh.
You fought them before in various places where the cult held power.
Look familiar.
Yeah.
They come
Swamp
running
Castle.
down the hallway at you. So, I need everybody to re-roll me initiative.
Woo.
I mean, really? Do they know
Another
we're
4.
no good?
Come on. Amanda, what did you do to my character sheet?
I broke it.
This guy Numa rolled a 1.
I like to go
Racism.
last.
And Caden, he has disappeared.
Of course he is. Coward.
Just gonna use them as a bait.
I was just going to toss him off the side.
As far as you can tell, you think he just cast an invisibility spell on himself. And you see some books rustling around in what is in the ruins of this room.
He's looting while combat's happening?
What is he?
He has special motivation. So, if we reset things
Yeah.
and start going down the list, the first guy to take action, running through there, see anything, he continues to right there. At which point you guys see him.
Hello.
There.
Dun dun dun.
Octavia.
Okay. Well, there's still something floating around outside, so I am going to. Where did it go? I have to cast this to see if I can see the one that got away.
So you're going to describe or name a creature that is familiar to you.
Yes, the one
Since
that
the
got away.
direction to the creature's location, as long as that creature's within 1,000 feet of you, if the creature's moving in other directions. Movement.
Nice.
So, how you describe the guy that got away?
The one in the red got away. Really, what's more to describe there? I'm pretty sure he was bald. He had a little bit of an attitude. Really didn't like us busting in here. A little full of himself.
So as you start focusing on this image of him in your mind, you get a sense of direction to him. And the sense of direction is primarily in the upward and eastward direction.
Okay.
Mostly up.
And then, I am going to target Xavier. And I will heal him. Heals for you.
Well, thank you.
All right.
You're looking rough.
When did Octavia become a cleric?
I know.
Overnight, just gave up on me. But I will say he's still out there. I can feel him. And I'll leave it at that. Oh, and my bonus mace is still out there. Crap. Can I move? That's a bonus action to move it, which I already did.
It sure is.
Never mind. It's still
All
there.
right.
Mr. Mace Man.
You hear another door slam against the wall. and you hear more footsteps charging towards your position. But you don't see anyone yet.
I also just remembered that I had compelled dual cast on the gargoyle.
You sure do.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro.
And this guy comes darting around the corner, charging at the door.
Did we close the door behind us when we came in?
No, you didn't.
Okay, good.
So, Asbar is dead. Xavier, you're up.
All right. I'm going to... I can't see Dragon 1. I can see Dragon Wing 8, I believe.
Let's see, from where you are.
I'm pretty sure, I mean, if he came from the south, I saw him running up.
Yeah, I mean, you saw him cross the door. I'm just saying, like, if you're trying to shoot him at the moment.
Well, I can move into line of sight.
Yeah. Because that would not be line of sight at the moment.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'm going to step back to here, get line of sight, bonus action this guy, and move my Hunter's Mark to him.
Bonus action, which guy?
Sorry, Dragon Wing 8.
Okay.
And so I'll give him the old thing, Hunter's Mark, and then I'm going to shoot him.
Nice.
Now you said you're moving your Hunter's Mark.
Yes.
Your last target didn't die. Can you just move it, or does that require new casting?
It was as Bora.
I thought you'd already moved it to the other
No,
wizard.
I was going to, but it didn't get to my turn before he disappeared.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to attack with the longbow. Yeah,
Fire the missiles.
That'll hit.
and that.
And you hear a loud as the arrow impacts him.
Nice. And it didn't do the Hunter's Mark damage. I don't know why. Oh, I gotta fix that spell. And D6 for Hunter's Mark.
So one more damage to him.
Yep.
Where is number 8? I guess he already acted. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right.
Hey Ryan, how do you have yours set up?
Well, I'll send it through Strict. What I got.
All right.
More footsteps, more people running into this area.
Do they look mad at us?
Do what?
Do they look mad at us? Like, do they look hostile?
Yes, they do. Particularly now that one of them has an arrow sticking out of his stomach.
Other than that point, I mean, technically they didn't see us fight anyone. They just know this room's empty now. How do they know it was us?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. I'll let you address it with them.
Could have been anyone. There's a gargoyle in here, you know? These things happen.
See that guy run by and then run back out of view. Okay. Okay, compelled duel. What does it do?
Okay, so since he failed his wisdom save, for the next minute, so long as I have concentration on it, he has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than me, and anytime he wants to move more than 30 feet away, he has to make another wisdom saving throw. If it succeeds, then the spell doesn't restrict his movement.
Okay, well, that's easy enough. He flies back at you.
All right.
And he's bringing the pain. You hear me? The pain.
You don't
Bring
like
that
the pain. He can take the pain back. No thank you.
Yep, he's bringing the pain. As he misses with both his attacks.
Aha!
So from above, you hear another explosion. And it almost shudders the castle just a little bit. And it's this guy's turn. Goes right up there. Erwin.
Right. Ervan is going to circle around to there. And he's going to take a couple of swings with this new greatsword, adding a smite to anything that makes contact.
Well, that's a miss.
Changing my color didn't help. Jeez.
And that's a miss.
Yep, that's me.
I might also suggest the next time you target the gargoyle.
He may have hit then.
It still would have been a miss.
There it is. Right.
Numa.
Okay, so y'all are going to love this. I am going to double move out this window, along the wall, onto our porch, and attempt to come in around behind them at a later date.
Okay, what is your total movement speed?
That needs to be 90, but I don't know how to back it up. 45 feet, I think.
Okay, so you go out and you just start running along the wall. And, hey, your companions are wondering where the hell you just went.
I know. I think that's what's going to be so fun about it.
The other thing that you've got going on is, now that you're outside, you look down. It's a long, long way down.
I like it.
Can you link me your shoes again?
Say again?
The shoes you're using.
The spider shoes?
Yeah.
What about them?
I just want to see them one more time.
To see them? One more time. Foreshadowing.
I'm just curious because
Slippers of spider climbing. I don't know. What are you trying to find for?
I'm just trying to look it up and make sure that the item is being used in the appropriate manner.
Well, if it
is not, I will definitely let you know that.
I've tried it out several times, so I hope I know what it can and cannot do by now. I don't know where you look it up at.
Okay. Yeah, you need to have an actual description of the item, not just the name.
I'm sorry? Is that for me?
Yeah, like I need to send.
Slippers of spider climbing is what I have in my equipment.
Correct.
Don't know that I have any other mention of it in my...
See if you can drag that onto your items, into your inventory.
See if I can what?
Drag that into your inventory.
Say, you broke up.
See if you can drag that new link into your inventory.
Yeah, it did it. But I think
Okay.
I've done it before. It looks exactly what I...
So it doesn't have any of the description stuff in
I
there?
did so, and it looks exactly what, like... It has... No, it has no, it doesn't have anything in...
Interesting. Okay, well, let me try.
Thought it was something... Was it something that you just made up?
Is there a dragon head kind of on the right of the item that you can click on?
Yeah, I clicked on it. It does have spiders, slippers or spider climbing type, subtype, rarity, cost, weight, and nothing's in those fields.
Okay, try looking at it now.
Oh yeah, weight is 6. Uncommon requires attunement. While you wear these light shoes, you can move up, down, and across vertical section. Upside down. Your walking speed, however, the slippers don't allow you to move this way on a slippery surface, such as one covered by ice or oil. Well, isn't that special? And this is an ice castle.
It is. It is an ice castle.
So was the interior stone? Because we were, wasn't that up?
You were. So I'm still going to allow this, but going forward, know that because I don't think that the ice is necessarily slippery. This is magical ice. So
this is like ice. If I stuck my tongue to it, I would stick.
So you're still there, but going forward, be aware
Okay.
that. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
That's it. Unless, can you do a dash as a bonus action?
Can you?
Let me think about this. Let me wait a minute. Sorry, let me get my documents up here.
It would have to be part of a monk's ability. So
I think there's
Yeah, I think I have something, but it might cost me a key point. And I don't. It's not worth it because I think I'm gonna be in trouble once I think I might be running backwards after I see how many people are in this hallway. Yeah, I could spend a key point to do a dash action as bonus action, but
all right, you hear some more rustling, papers, things flying around the room. I think possibly Caden's doing something.
damn it, Caden.
oh, good. Okay,
Okay.
that'll end my turn.
Yeah, I've already moved on.
Oh, thank you.
So this guy going to run right up to there and say hello to my little friend Octavia.
Goodbye.
But that's as far as he can make it. So Octavia,
God, really, man. So that other person in the distance, do I sense them at all anymore?
Yeah.
Still about the same area?
Yep.
Okay. Well, then I am going to turn to face my new friend. So I figure I'll be able to sense the other person for a while, so I can't get too far away.
As you turn to face him, this guy's not wearing the typical mask. And you see that it's the same guy that was trying to teach you to play cards and was hitting on you.
I feel bad. Maybe this is just a huge misunderstanding. What's with all the violence?
Do you say that?
Yes.
We heard an explosion. And Asbot, he's dead.
He was like that when we came in here.
Then what? I don't believe you. Make me a persuasion roll.
That's so funny.
Could be persuasive.
Unfortunately, not that persuasive.
Ugh.
Your companion shot an arrow at one of his friends, and there's a dead red wizard in this room. And you're standing there with a weapon drawn.
Actually, I shot him.
You did shoot him. That's right. He has an arrow
No wonder
sticking
why
out
he
of
doesn't
him.
believe you.
He really doesn't believe you.
You startled us by bursting through the door. We were looking for the menace who did this.
It's too late. He doesn't believe you.
I tried, guys. I tried. Well,
But since you clearly took your action to try to convince this guy that you are not a threat,
can I use my bonus action to move my good weapon?
you absolutely can.
Without a threat, I swear.
Wham!
Wham!
I'm not going to hit him yet. I'm going to give him a chance to talk to me again. And we can convince them, guys. We can convince them.
Anything else you want to do? So you're not attacking.
No, I'm not. I'm hoping we can convince him. Even though he has an arrow, he's just startled us. That's all. We're very startled. We couldn't help it.
Okay.
My story, and I'm sticking to it until next round.
All right. More running feet. And this guy, I'm charging through the door. That's He's going to move there and there. Asbar's still dead. Xavier.
All right. Well, oh, hello. I'm going to bonus action disengage. Come over to this side, and then I will re-attack Dragonly Nate.
Okay, bonus action disengage.
My longbow.
Move over and attack 8.
17.
That's going to hit.
Sweet. All of the things. So I get one of those. Still didn't get the damage rate. Damn. One of those. One of those. And one of those.
Did you recast Hunter's Mark on him after you did the text?
I did.
Yeah? Huh.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Okay, so as you dash away from this other guy, as Octavia is protesting, "You startled us! Don't attack! We're friendly!" You dart across the room, draw another arrow, and shoot this guy through the neck.
You're not really listening, Xavier.
And he collapses to the ground.
Well, at least I didn't kill him.
Anything else you want to do?
That is it.
All right. More runnings, more footsteps. Cool runnings. You see what I did there? Because it's an ice castle.
Yeah.
Can't wait to meet the Frost Giants bobsledding team.
They're really good. You should know that.
They're the best.
I think I have to cast this on myself in order for it to do the damage.
That's entirely possible.
I had it working once, but then it was doing it for every person I hit.
This is fun. There's so many of them.
That can't be good.
The gargoyle, who's still engaged with Aravan, going to make some more attacks. That's going to hit.
If I were to cast shield, never mind. No shield.
So you're going to take 5 points of damage. Ooh, that's also going to hit. And 4 points of damage. Hey, he did something useful.
Bring it on, gargoyle face.
All right. Now this guy comes charging through. And Octavia, you feel the direction to this person in your mind shifting slightly. It seems to be kind of coming more from the south now, still above you, but kind of coming from the south.
In this room?
No, it feels like it's, maybe a couple 100 feet away.
Okay.
And you hear one more explosion. And this time, you definitely feel the castle shudder.
That wasn't us. See, we didn't do the explosion.
Oh, he's so close. Oh, there it is. Bam! That's 30 feet, baby. It's time to attack. Okay. So, this guy is going to... He's been running and charging at you with his scimitar. Mm-hmm. So he is going to swing his scimitar at Xavier. And that first one's going to miss. And he swings again. And I believe a 21 is going to hit you.
Yep.
So, first, oh, crap. Well, okay, I'll ignore it for this round.
He explodes.
No. But, he deals this much damage. 7 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
Initially. I say initially. And then he deals an extra 6 points of damage.
How?
Did you say how or ow?
Ow.
Okay, good, because I was going to tell you how.
I'm going to go ahead and half that last one.
How so?
Uncanny dodge.
So what does that do exactly?
Uses my reaction to half one melee attack against me.
Okay. So instead of taking
6.
13 total points, you take 6 total points.
Yep.
Oh, I don't like you. Okay.
Man, your
fine.
mic is still on.
Airman.
Aravan, seeing how things are starting to get a little more serious back into the main room, going to point his finger, just gripping his blade even tighter, facing off with this gargoyle. And for the first time, going to utter his vow of enmity against this creature as a bonus action. And effectively, I'll have advantage on attack rolls against him for the next minute or until he goes unconscious for dropping 0. And now I'm going to take a couple of swings at this guy. So I should have him targeted. And swing.
That's going to be a hit.
Yeah. So now we got the great sword damage, the necrotic damage. Boom. Plus the smite damage. Or boom. And then the second swing. Coming Gargoyle's way. Or
That's also going to be a hit.
awesome. And great sword. And smite.
Don't you reroll ones?
Right now I'm going to say no because I don't see it on the sheet I have in front of me.
Did you take Great
Might
Weapon
be
Master as
true.
your fighting spell?
I believe so, yes. Yes. Heavy weapons?
Yeah. Great Weapon Fighting. When you roll a 1 or 2 on the damage die for an attack, you make the melee weapon attack. Wielding with 2 hands, you can re-roll the die and must use a new roll.
Right. So Ben, quick question about the necrotic damage with this greatsword. Would I get to re-roll that as well, or just from the slashing damage?
I would say probably just from the weapon itself.
All right. So in that case, 1, 2, 3, 4 dice being re-rolled between the first and second attacks.
Yes.
2, 4.
So -7.
So -7.
So plus an additional 5 points of damage.
Yes. And that will be Aravan's turn. I think I'll figure out how to add great weapon to my character sheet.
Okay. Numa, you're up.
All right. So I have miscalculated this terribly because I thought maybe they were going to attack with ranged weapons and not come into the room. So I apologize, comrades.
Well, Chip, I'm sure they appreciate that. But what is Numa doing?
Well, he's ignorant of the fact that they're in such dire straits because he's thinking they're going to be right there in the hallway when he comes out this door, and he's going to be surprised. It's like, well, where'd everybody go? So again, double move.
Okay, that's sweet.
Sorry,
Well, that's fine.
is that good?
Yeah, I don't think seeing what you're about to see will change your mind. So you come charging through that door,
Sure.
and you end up seeing 1, 2,
Aha!
3,
Yes, it wasn't in vain.
4 more of them in the hallway, all with their backs to you, charging forward towards the door.
Awesome. So, okay,
Anything else?
let me think. Let me think here. Kids are getting in trouble.
As I say, someone's in trouble.
I thought I heard somebody spit on something. I was like, uh-oh.
Never good when the spit comes out.
Oh, they're jumping. They're jumping on the furniture.
And you can't blame them. It's a lot of fun.
Chip, you did make the mistake of buying new furniture for them to jump on.
Well, yeah, they'd already broken it though. They've already broken one pair.
Exactly. They couldn't do any more damage to it.
Okay, I don't have anything else. Well, yeah, I know. But, when I'm struggling to get out of the couch, when I'm sitting in it, it just, it ain't worth it at my age.
At your age of what? 38?
I'll be 45 in October.
That almost makes me feel better.
Hey, I even tried the old Franklin County repair. I put bricks under it just to keep it up.
Wow.
Where's the cinder blocks?
Okay, so this guy is dead. So he is no longer in the fight. Octavia.
Okie doke, let's see. Well, my friend's dead, so there's no convincing him that we're nice people anymore.
No.
Sorry,
Nope.
friend. I tried.
Well, you can still try.
Can you? We're just very confused. So I'm going to turn to his friend. Well, I apologize, and I will mace him.
Oh,
Which one of his friends?
The one I targeted, Dragon Wing 2.
Okay, so the one right kind of just to the south of you.
Yeah, just to the south of me.
So
And I hit him.
you're like holding a mace in your hand, telling this guy, "No, we're just investigating." And he gets an arrow through his throat, falls to the ground dead. Right as his buddy runs up next to him, he kind of heard what you were saying and was, slightly taken aback when this arrow goes through his friend's throat. And as he's slightly distracted by all that chaos that's happening, you just bring your mace up and around like you're swinging a rolling pin.
I say I'm sorry.
You're cleaving this guy with your mace as though he were someone trying to steal your ham. And
It's on
go ahead
now.
and roll your damage. And you moderately bludgeon him aside the head.
And then bonus action, I'm moving Mr. Mace.
Okay.
He's here, Mace. And where did it go? Here. He will as well target our new friend, who is not really a friend.
And that's gonna miss.
Granted doesn't
Grant's
get
advantage does not get advantage.
This nature. Good to know. It's just, if we could just talk through this would have ended completely different. And that will end my turn.
Okay.
are you telling that to them or to Xavier?
Kind of to everyone, whoever's willing to listen to me.
To the dead wizard on the ground.
Pretty much. So this guy continues his charge into the room.
Violence isn't always the answer.
Yeah, you guys should consider that more.
I tried, but and there was an arrow to the throat. What are you supposed to do after that?
So this guy, having had Xavier run away from him, going to take the opportunity to step up right behind Aravan, since his other target ran away. He's going to target Aravan, and he is going to swing with advantage. Here comes the first attack. How about a critical hit?
Ooh, that just hits.
And you're going to take that.
Ooh.
And then, because of his special ability,
Oh no.
you're going to get
Aravan, no.
extra damage.
Hooray.
That would have been 2d6, but is now 4d6.
Oh no.
Ooh. That's an additional 17 damage to you.
Jeez.
So let's just go ahead.
What?
and-
This is the
Drag
total
that.
amount of damage, because I need to make a concentration save.
The total amount is going to be 29.
29. All right.
Natural 20.
Hey! That's the number needed.
So you managed to maintain concentration on whatever spell you're maintaining concentration on.
Compelled duel.
Okay.
Card.
We're back.
So that was his first attack.
The agony.
His second attack is also it can hit. Are you going to do any? Are you going to cast shield?
I am not, no.
Okay. So you're going to take 4 more damage. All right. Asbar's still dead.
Concentration.
Xavier. Yep. So it is Xavier's turn. And he returns. So I feel like I should kind of like try to set the scene a little more. So you've charged into this room. Remember, on the ceiling, covering the ceiling, are hundreds of horse skulls. The room had, nice furniture scattered about. There were plenty of books and scrolls and pedestals and reading places and all kinds of just really fancy stuff. And you guys charge in, one of you pretending to be a certain black half-dragon of the acquaintance of these people. And before you know it, the fight has broken out. Fireballs are being flung. Dense fog is being summoned and then dissipated. A wizard is killed. Another is carried off by a gargoyle. The wizard disappears. No idea where he's gone to, except for Octavia. She has some idea of where he went. We're hearing these eruptions from somewhere around the castle. You're feeling the entire thing shake and shudder. It's this is a very cinematic moment. And now you're fighting not just one, not two. You're fighting a dozen of these dragon wings. So it's interesting.
Yes.
And I will be right back since Xavier's taking so long.
Interesting indeed.
I will be right back to you. I'm gonna try rolling some damage dice real quick just to see if I got the reroll 1s and 2s right. So these don't count for anything.
Just make sure you have all the enemies targeted when you do it, just to see what happens.
I think that works, I guess. No.
Back, sorry.
It took way too long.
Yeah, Lisa came home.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, it's all good. My turn?
Yes, sir.
Ben's not back.
Okay.
So yes, kill them all.
Sweet.
How mad do you think he would be if he came back and like all of his guys were dead because we just kept hitting them?
Probably pretty upset.
Sorry, Ben. And they were just so vulnerable. They tried to take the ham just out of our hands.
They didn't even defend themselves. They dropped their ACs to 0.
Oh, man. This is a predicament. Kind of wondering if we should have taken out the cultists first and then came for the wizards.
should try. They would have believed us. Okay, you didn't have to shoot him in the throat.
Well, I thought we were on a mission here.
Yeah, but not all at the same time.
No time like
Well, think of all the time this will save us.
Didn't I say that, we were going to get caught?
No.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Not us.
No. I don't remember that. I was busy eating ham.
That doesn't sound like us.
Just lay down, okay? I promise you're not gonna die if you just lay there.
Maybe Ben's just on mute this whole time.
Oh, he's just been doing damage to us without us
no.
noticing.
No. Sneaky bastard.
So, Ryan, when are you going to kill our characters so we can start your game?
How about tomorrow?
Sweet.
Oh.
Nobody will even be there for the game. I'll be like, oh, sorry, guys. Nobody showed up for the special pop-up surprise session. You guys just all dove headfirst into magma.
I have
it was
a
awful.
feeling that Ben will be there to save me, but I have a feeling that Cognar probably wouldn't make it.
I don't know, you fell into lava perfectly fine.
And you took, what, like 94 damage?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Shrugged it off like nothing. Like,
So, has Lucas returned?
I'm here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. So,
I'll make it quick.
you were on mute.
All right, so I'm gonna bonus action, disengage, move through Octavia Square, and get to 35 feet. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yep.
you said to pick a square.
That should be 35. It's going to the corner for some reason. Anyway, yeah. So that was my bonus action. And then my regular action, I'm going to attack this guy with my longbow, since I still have it out.
Go right ahead.
That's 21.
That'll hit.
2, okay. And then I also get that. And I also get sneak attack. Hey.
That you do.
That's my turn.
All right. Okay, whose turn is it now? This guy. That's totally the wrong button to hold. There we go. It's Merry Christmas, Dungeon Master. Okay. So this guy going to target Octavia. She seems to be the one in the middle of the room. And he is going to make his first attack with advantage. That looks like it's going to hit.
Really shouldn't have used that 4th level spell to fight that guy.
There's that. Then the 2d6. There's another 6 to Octavia. Which I think just took effect. No. There we go. So this is first attack.
If he's going to attack me again, I'd like to do that. So there.
All right. So you're imposing divine light between yourself and the attacking enemy.
You shall not hit.
Oh, okay, so it's just a straight roll. All right. And here comes the second attack. That's going to be a natural 20.
Damn! That's going to hit.
And that's going to be 9 damage to Octavia.
I don't want to be hit anymore.
Okay, number 6. Continues charging to the room. Trying to get to the guy that seems to have the bow and arrow. As far as he can make it. 3. Charging through. And he can make it all the way to there. Dragon Wing number 9. Would like to slide over. Yeah. He's going to slide right on over to right there. Octavia, if you would like to take an opportunity attack against that person, you can.
I'm muted. Yes, I would like to. It was 9, right?
Yep. Dragon Wing 9.
Hey.
Just kill him. Just kill him quick.
Killing it.
All right.
Kill him.
You actually did more damage to him than the guy you crit.
That's right.
But he's going to continue on. He's going to target Xavier.
No.
And with advantage.
No.
Here comes the first attack.
Yep.
So that's going to miss.
Wow.
Advantage. Here comes the second attack. That one I think will hit.
I will go ahead and have the damage. Using my
Okay.
reaction.
So just do that, and then the extra 2d6. Okay, so 14 damage, so you're going to take 7.
Oh, Jesus.
So you actually get 2 points back. When it already applied the 9.
Oh, right, because if you roll damage.
Okay. The gargoyle is going to attack with advantage against Erevan.
Bring it on, gargoyle.
First one's a miss. Second one, also going to miss.
Ha!
Dragon Wing 2, the one that Xavier just shot with an arrow. I'm going to take out his frustrations against Octavia.
I would rather him not. I will use this again.
Okay, so it's just a straight attack for the first attack. That's still going to be a hit.
Damn. My divine light is shit.
Wait, sorry, that was an inappropriate DM laugh.
That was
Much
Guys,
better.
this is my end. I'm sorry. I couldn't heal you all.
So the
Can't be a tank and a healer. It just doesn't work.
right here comes the attack. Oh wait, that's not the attack. That's damage. There we go. So those 17 points of damage are going to take Octavia to unconsciousness.
I am down.
Yeah, my plan didn't work. Sorry.
Don't worry. Caden's just going to pop out of nowhere and fireball the whole thing.
And the Dragon Wing is then going to step closer to his friend Xavier. Make his second attack against Xavier.
No!
I had plans, guys. I had a life plan. Who's going to eat the rest of my ham?
That's going to be a hit. Okay.
Maybe they shouldn't just surround the other girl. Okay, that's just rude.
I'm just saying that's where your friends left you.
Well, I put myself there, I guess. But my mace goes away now, huh?
No, it actually stays.
Stays?
Because it's not a concentration spell. But you can't command it to do anything. It just sits there. So, in the battle rhythm you've developed, about now is the time you would expect to hear another explosion, but you don't.
Uh-oh.
But the castle does continue to shudder.
Oh, no.
And where is that guy? Oh, he's way over there. So given that you've moved, he's going to go out to there. He's going to target and attack Aravan.
There's no need for this.
Numa! We need you! Turtle formation!
There's nothing but dead bodies to hide under.
Yeah.
No, but everyone you love is dying in here.
Alright, that's a hit. Or it could be a hit.
It's gonna be a hit. Running too low on spell slots because of those spikes.
Telling me, man.
Okay. Second attack with advantage. That looks like it's going to miss. Aravan.
Okay. It's one thing.
Newman's going to show up and bring the pain. Watch. It's going to be great.
I'm going to attempt.
None of them are 30. You'll be all right.
I do think in the way this has gone down is really hilarious that Numa, in an attempt to flank these guys, ran around and was like at the tail end of the group, charging into the room and attacking everyone.
What? It just seemed like they were going to throw bows and arrows and spears at us. I didn't know they were going to just like charge in. It just seemed like it was going to be all range weapon fighting. I was like, well, that's going to suck for me.
No, we know where the real loyalties lies. Caden went invisible and you ditched out the window. I'm out.
It looks really bad.
This looks bad.
That's how us Harpers roll.
Someone's got to get the
Harper's wrong,
information
right.
back.
All right, so I'm taking a swing with my greatsword at the gargoyle. And I
That's
think
it.
It's going to hit. Swing with the greatsword.
Oh!
Nice.
He's
And
still
if he's
alive.
still standing, I'm swinging again.
Well, okay, go right ahead.
And that would be at advantage, but I think that's going to hit.
That's still a hit.
All right.
Oh,
It is now dying.
yeah! All right, Aravan, now kill everyone else.
Right? I'll just get right on that, I'm sure.
You're really good at it.
And, I'll check. That is now 30 sorcery points to spell slots. If I can, I would like to convert my 2 points into spell slots. All right, so as a bonus action, I'm going to expend 2 sorcery points and get back a first level spell slot.
Okay.
And then that'll be my turn.
Uma.
Alright, so the pressure's on.
Heat is
45. Now, are those two Dragon Wing 6 and 7? They're within 60 feet of me, right? And I can see them.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So I would like to gong of the wind on top of their pointed head mask guys.
You're
So
ringing
that's
a gong?
shatter, right?
Yep. Ringing a gong.
And what's the area of shatter?
10-foot radius. So if I can, even if I get maybe, can I get that guy on Xavier? 10-foot radius, yeah. If I centered it on M, would it get 3 of them?
You could get, if you put it like right there, you could get 4 of them, but it would include Xavier.
Go for it.
What if move it northwest?
don't wanna kill
If you put it right there, I'll grant you the 4 of them that aren't dead,
Okay, I can do
and
that.
neither of the other 2.
Say
So-
it again.
If you, where I've got it right now, you can target 6, 7, 2, and 3 without hitting Xavier or Octavia.
Yeah, let's do that. So
Much appreciated.
I'm only 1 turn behind. So let's see. Get that. So
Make sure you
None
target
is doing
them.
this. I need to target all of them.
Would you like me to target them for you?
Let me try. Did they get them?
Yep, that should have them.
So do I just need to roll save, right?
Yep. All right, we have a failure, a success, a failure, and a success. Now roll your damage. Okay. So number 2 goes down.
Nice.
Number 7 takes a heavy hit. Number 3 and number 6 don't seem to be quite as badly affected.
Clutch, Numa.
Oh, I thought number 3. I thought number 3 was gray.
No,
Dadgummit.
that's all right.
All right.
You saved me.
And when you think about it, that's still pretty good.
It's great.
Not to say
Yeah, not bad for. Yeah, not bad. So see, that's my movements to my attack. I don't really have a bonus. Anyway, yeah. Hang on, I gotta take my gong of summon off here. I think that's 3. That hurts.
That's what key
Yeah.
points are for, right?
Yep. All right, so maybe that'll get their attention.
Gong.
Hello, I'm here.
Room
Okay.
service.
Hello.
So, from out of nowhere, you see Caden appear.
Oh. Hopefully he found what he was looking
He
for.
came back.
No. He
Not so
probably
much
just
that he
dropped
found what he was looking
concentration
for is,
by
yeah, you
accident.
guys are really screwing up his concentration. But he is incanting some arcane formula that none of you have ever heard before. And suddenly, in this general area,
Oh, jeez.
He,
That's a big general area.
as soon as he starts casting this, he looks at Xavier and then looks at Octavia. The implication being, you better move her.
I hope you can read minds.
Hopefully I can pull you.
And he's actually standing like all the way back here. And he holds.
Huh.
Okay, that one's dead. So I'm just going to go ahead and take him off the map. Octavia, it's your turn.
Death save.
Where do I even go to roll a death? Oh, there it is.
Hey.
Nice.
Well done. Well done.
Woo-hoo! I'm alive until getting
All right. Number 10. Let's see what number 10 wants to do. And which one is he? He's that one. So, he is going... Having just seen this spell affect all his buddies, he's going to charge out the doorway, back, see what the hell's going on out here now. He's going to get right up in Numa's face.
Ah, yeah! Bring it on.
Dragon Wing number 1 is going to continue his scuffle with Aravan. So the gargoyle's dead, isn't it?
Yes.
But this guy's going to kind of take a sidestep. That's where...
And he gets encapsulated in ice. Bless you.
Sorry. And with advantage, he's going to start attacking. That looks like that will hit. If you want it
If I'm, if I'm able, I will throw up a shield.
Okay. So go ahead and do your shield.
So,
So what does that make your AC now?
21.
All right, so this misses. He makes his second attack. That will be a 23, so that's still going to hit.
Ugh.
Natural 18 on that one.
No.
Whew.
So
This is ugly.
this could get ugly. As you take 9 points of damage, or 12, and resist 3.
Ooh.
Xavier.
All right. Well, taking Caden's hint, I'm going to attempt to, I will disengage, move to here, and attempt to pull Octavia out of what I believe is his spell radius.
Okay.
Athletics, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it'll be athletics.
Oh.
Do you want another DC, or do you want me to decide?
Oh no. This is everything that I got. So, yeah.
Unfortunately, the DC is not 3.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But basically, this just means that as you drag her, you're moving at half speed now.
Okay. So I should be able to get to there. Well, actually, I should be able to get half speed. We'll be able to get completely out. So, no, sorry. Wait, nope.
You've already moved 15 feet.
Yep. So I get
Moving. So that was, the act of grabbing and dragging her is your action. You can move at half speed, so you can move your 15 feet without any trouble. But we'll take one opportunity attack. Because
disengage.
I know you disengaged,
okay.
but now you're dragging her, so
Fair enough.
it's impossible to make your fancy moves.
Yep.
But you do drag her out. Dragon Wing 4 gets an attack on you.
Come on, buddy.
Not an advantage. And rolls a 1.
Nice.
Oh, please don't tell me it hits Octavia because he missed me.
He stabs himself.
I'd just be so
And
sad.
now, Caden unleashes his spell. Okay, let's target all the people that Caden needs to target. So it's going to be 1. Nope, not that. Not that either. What do you hold down to target?
Control.
Okay, well, that's probably not going to work when it's out of turn order, so.
Maybe.
Do, 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 do.
4, 6, 7, 9, and yeah.
I'll give him that.
You're a good person, Ben.
So,
Octavia's
Octavia's out. She's really more like there. And all the rest of these guys are getting hit. So 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. Because 2's already dead.
Kill him again.
Okay. So you start seeing, this whole castle has been made of ice. It's been nothing but ice all around you this entire time. But suddenly it starts to get even colder. And just coalescing out of the air, you start seeing these just jagged, rock-hard pieces of ice. They start off the size of golf balls and quickly grow to the size of softballs. And they just come crashing down in this 20-foot radius.
It's like it's appearing from the ceiling. That's awesome.
So, saves. It's like more failures than successes.
That's good.
Take that.
And the damage.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I'll
Yeah.
take that.
So, with that, this entire area is just filled with these hailstones pounding into each of these creatures or each of these men. The ones who are dexterous enough kind of throw their hands above their heads, dodge out of the way of the larger chunks of ice, but still take a pummeling. The ones who were caught unawares are just smashed to the ground. Dragon Wing number 3, which is that one right there. A chunk of ice comes down with particular force, and you hear like his neck snap as it crashes into the back of his skull. And he drops dead.
Nice.
And that was Caden's turn.
Just imagine Mythbusters where they drop the frozen turkey on the dog. Ooh.
Exactly.
Just crunch.
So, is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Xavier?
No, that's everything I got. Because it's an action to feed a potion or something else, correct?
We still have the bonus action to heal, right?
I don't.
But
I
yes,
remember that on my turn.
yeah, you do have bonus actions to heal, unless you're unconscious.
Unfortunately.
What kind of a schmuck falls unconscious mid-combat?
So, number 7, almost, as he's trying to take a step forward, the beating he's taken from this hailstorm, he succumbs to his injuries and he falls dead. Number 4, the one who took a swing at Xavier as he tried to pull Octavia to safety, staggers out of this cloud and stumbles across the bodies and continues trying to make swings at Xavier. See if there's anything he can do. So he...
Flanking with the other guy.
First... yes, actually it would be. So I will re-roll that attack since he rolled a 1. And I think the 18 will hit.
Yeah.
So thank you for, volunteering yourself for damage.
Hey, gotta be honest.
So that's 17 points of damage.
And I'll use my reaction to have it.
Okay, well, crap, what were you at? Okay, you exceed your hit points by 2. So 17 halved is going to be 8. So you're going to have 6 hit points.
Oh.
No, 7 hit points.
Right, so 59 wound.
Yep.
Oh. That's the first attack.
That was the first attack.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
The second attack,
Okay, I'm okay.
also with advantage.
Yes.
That one's going to miss.
Oh.
Rolled a 3 and a 10. Number 6 comes stumbling out and comes charging at Caden, the author of this awful destruction. And he makes his first attack. He does not get advantage on these. First attack. That's going to miss. Second attack. Also, oh, wait. Oh, Caden would have his mage armor on. I know his AC is higher than 11.
Yeah, mage armor would make it, 13 plus dex?
14.
Yeah.
Think. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's still going to miss. So, 2 misses against Caden. Number 3 is dead. Number 9, looking very, very injured. Doesn't really know where to go from here.
No.
So, he wants to roll me a d20.
I'll roll it.
Ah,
Okay.
see.
Low means Caden.
It's alright, he's supernaturally dodgy.
This time with advantage. This guy's going to start taking swings at Caden.
I'm just going to assume that I dropped Hunter's Mark because I forgot to do all those concentration checks.
Yeah. Okay, a 16. So Caden is going to use his reaction and cast a shield spell. No, that's totally the wrong thing. I hit sleep, not shield. Okay. There's shield. And... oh, damn it.
You gave them all shield?
No, I gave them all mage armor.
Oh no.
Caden, what are you doing?
Do-overs.
Yep. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
Caden's just trying to help them out now, desperately. Be like, guys, look.
Of course, he also made them all unconscious, so there's also that.
The necromancer came back and gave them all mage armor after they're dead.
Yeah, let's clear Caden's targets. And then let's
Caden's
try
cheating.
casting mage armor on himself. Nope, I didn't do it either. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, so with the 16, that's not going to hit, so the second attack with advantage is going to miss. Dragon Wing 2 is dead. The castle continues shuddering. And you think you hear not so much an explosion this time, but a huge crash.
Uh-oh.
Did we break the castle?
I'm thinking that stupid.
Who's carrying this thing?
And
We don't
Erevan
have
is
any
not
dragon
unconscious. Erevan, why are you sideways? You're not unconscious.
I don't know. Whenever I killed the gargoyle, you turned me sideways.
Oh, accidentally. Okay. So this guy, still flanking, is going to make his attacks at Erevan.
I don't know why, but my shield just expired.
Which shield?
The one I had whenever Dragonwing 1 swung at me.
I don't know.
So I'm going to do that on myself.
It just
Yeah.
went too. Look at that. After
Yeah.
Dragon Wing 2.
Oh, maybe it expired at the end of Dragon Wings 2's turn. But I think it
I should only have one of those 2 shields. But yeah, it should go till the start of my next turn, or the end of my next turn, or something like that.
Okay.
Start of
Start of your next turn.
Start of my next turn.
So, this guy is attacking you twice with advantage. 24 is going to hit.
Oh,
For 10 points of damage. Second attack.
Erevan.
A 23 is going to hit. Man, they like hitting you.
Jeez. This could be...
For 1 point of damage.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Erevan.
I'm going to recall that bonus action to heal thing. And because of my periapta wound closure, when I roll a hit die to regain hit points, I get to double the number of hit points it restores.
Yep.
So I'm going to use a couple of these guys.
How many are we allowed to use on that?
Up to half your level.
Okay.
Rounded up or rounded down?
Always turn it down.
All right. That's going to be 8. 17 points back to me.
So, that was 17. Wait, no.
And
So you-
Just the
17
die or
plus-
doubled?
Just the die are doubled.
okay, so 17 plus 11.
How are you getting 17? Oh,
8
never mind. Never mind.
1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
So that's another 11.
But mine, I think just heal 11.
Let's see.
Which should
We'll see. I can do this.
I just
Did you already fix it?
Yeah, I went from 53 to 42.
Okay. there's your bonus action.
Yeah, that was my bonus action. For my first attack action, I'd like to swing a Dragon Wing 1. This greatsword again.
Looks like a miss.
I'm still targeting myself. Now it's only shotgun. So second swing, I'm taking at him. I don't think a 13 is going to cut it. Oh, jeez.
You must give yourself up to your desires. Strike that man down.
I desire nothing more than to do just that. It seems you have a few inadequacies of your own.
Blaming the weapon.
Your weakness, your hesitation is what causes this problem. Uma.
That was creepy. Okay.
Oh, you know,
He's
he's just got an evil sword talking to him.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
big
you know,
deal.
routine day.
Typical Tuesday.
I'd say welcoming this guy into my world of pain. I swing and
That's a miss.
yeah, and I swing again.
That's a hit.
Yeah!
Hit him there, and then I will bonus attack him. Ah, sugar. All right.
You gonna move it all?
No.
Okay. So, Caden's turn. He is going to disengage. And he's going to move. Where is he going to move? He's going to move to right there. And that's pretty much all he can do. He's just trying to run away. Octavia, since no one healed you,
It's okay, guys. I got this.
You have this slightly less now.
you've got this unconsciousness thing.
I believe in you all.
Just
If I
walk it
die,
off, Octavia. Walk it off.
All
if I
right,
die, bury me with the hand.
number 10 is going to take a couple of swings at Numa. That looks like that's going to hit. And the next attack, that's going to miss. Okay. This guy standing behind Aravan, going to attempt to finish what he started. He is going to make his first attack. How about a 20?
Ooh, that's good. Cast shield. Try and block it.
Oh. Okay, well, if you cast shield, then yeah, that'll block it, and so take that. I'll give you that 1 hit point back.
Second level spell slots to do this now.
You know, it's probably worth it.
Maybe.
The next attack with advantage. Is a 21.
Beats it.
But you only take 4 points of damage. 3d6 plus 3, and you take 4 points of damage.
Wow.
What's your AC? Right.
16, because I got a great sword, no shield.
Doesn't the mask give you AC?
Don't believe so.
That if you're not wearing armor, you can add your charisma to your armor class.
But you're wearing
Yeah.
armor.
But I got
Xavier.
armor.
All right. Xavier is going to pull out a healing potion out of his bag and give it to Octavia.
Oh.
So 2d4 plus 2, right?
Yep.
8 hit points.
Nice.
I
So,
feel alive.
Octavia,
Yeah.
you suddenly feel an invigoration as you come back and you only have 58 hit points of damage.
I'm doing great.
Oh, excuse me, you have 8 hit points.
And then
I'm feeling great still.
I will shift up a square, staying in threatening, and I will use my bonus action to do a healing surge.
Go for it.
So 1 and 2 and 3.
Pretty good rolls.
I think that's all I can get. Yeah.
All right. Dragon Wing 4 is this guy. I need somebody to roll me another d20.
I got this. Huzzah!
Okay, high was Xavier. So, Xavier, this guy's attacking you with advantage.
Yep.
Well, if he rolled low, it was going to be Octavia, so.
Yeah. Should have hit her.
I'm laying on the
So
ground.
how about a 15?
That's a miss.
And second attack, 17.
That's it.
All right, so here comes.
I will have it.
Okay, so instead of 15 points of damage, let's see, I think I should be able to have that. So 7. And.
So we get 2 back.
Yep.
I suppose there should be a button for that. I'm going to see if they have a thing.
Nah, I'm okay. So +8. All right, there you are. I fixed you.
Thank you.
And that was his turn. Number 6. Again, going to come charging over here after the mage who did so much damage to him. Going to make his first attack. Miss, second attack. That will be a hit.
I think that's targeting Xavier.
Yes.
Oh, it sure did. Sorry, so give you those 8 hit points back again.
He throws a sword at you.
Oh, God. Okay, so
And-
I just looked in the thing. It doesn't actually have an ability. It just says that it's a feature. That's unfortunate.
Good. Caden. Drag that damage to him. So Caden has finally been injured in a fight.
Wow, it's been forever.
Okay, number 9. It's going to come over. Also attempt to attack Caden. This time with advantage. Both of those are going to miss. Or that one's going to miss, excuse me. And with advantage. Wow. Both of them missed.
He is so slippery.
He seriously is. That's just ridiculous. At this point, you feel the castle lurch just slightly.
Which way?
Down.
Oh, I'm on the edge, guys.
Just slightly.
Ooh.
Not enough, enough to make you notice, not enough to throw you off balance.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh.
My stomach doesn't like it when the castle does that.
No.
And number 5 is going to make his attack at Erevan with advantage.
The shield should still be up, but I think because I rolled that die for you, it negated it. Because I switched it to as soon as I take an action, it drops.
Okay, well, here comes the first one. So that's going to miss. Here comes the second one.
And it immediately expired on me.
Well, that was a 21.
That's going to hit.
All right. Here goes.
Oh, Erevan.
I don't like those
5
numbers.
damage.
Ooh,
Jeez.
That's 5 too many.
You're getting
Erevan.
lucky with those rolls, man.
All right.
Seriously, that was a 3, a 1, and a 1.
I know, but no damage is preferable right now. So I'm just going to swing back at Dragon Wing number 1.
Hey, you hit something.
Oh my gosh, I hit something. Huzzah!
Well, Dragon Wing number 1 quickly drops to the ground. And as you feel a little bit of like anger, you're mad at the situation, you're mad at the wizards, at just
Absolutely.
everything that's been going on, and a little bit of that rage kind of comes up. And in your mind, you hear the sword say, yes. And as you swing, it's almost like the sword's helping guide you just a little bit. And it slices right through this guy.
Awesome. And continuing through with this momentum, I'm just making a 180-degree spin towards Dragon Wing number 5 right behind me. And I will put a 2nd level smite on this if it connects.
You get advantage, too.
That's a hit. And you do get advantage. You can see if you can crit.
Come on!
I'll
But
take the 20.
Still a hit.
I'll take the damage.
Oh.
That plus 2nd level Divine Smite.
Oh.
And this guy is on the verge of death. In fact, you have struck him so hard, he can't help but take a step back. And he's just forced backwards by the severity of this blow. And as he steps, he falls.
I trip him.
Awesome.
Remind me never
So-
to piss off Erevan.
You hear a scream receding into the distance. And again, you hear the sword. Yes. Release your rage.
Just charging forward up towards this guy. Basically, we get him to stop swinging at these other 2.
All right.
That'll be my turn.
Uma. And Aaron, make sure that you've got magic as a keyword on the sword.
All right.
Like even the slashing damage is magic.
Okay.
Oh my god. Numa!
Oh man, that sucked.
That was less than impressive. I'm sorry.
Ah, I smote his ear really hard.
Are we not doing that anymore?
Doing what?
Crit cards?
Yeah, if you get the last couple of crits you guys have rolled just haven't come up as with a crit card.
Ah.
There's a 50% chance on a crit to get a crit card.
Dang it.
Oh, that's built into Fantasy.
Okay, that was 3 hits, but are you going to roll the damage?
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
I'm punch happy.
Kill him! Kill them all!
So wait, when you roll the attack, you don't see whether it's a hit or not?
No. You took that away from us.
No.
Oh, I did.
And you laughed about
Yeah.
it.
Excellent.
I can't wait for the commentary.
Sorry.
Probably
Well, it
because
has its uses.
it was giving us exact AC because it was like you exceed by
Yeah,
X amount. Or
and
whatever.
exact hit points and all that kind of stuff, yeah. But Numa, out in the hallway, is doing a number on this guy.
Toe to toe with Dragon Wing 10.
And Caden is once again going to disengage. He's going to disengage himself to right there. And he's going to be perfectly happy to stay there. Octavia,
You're alive.
you're alive.
That's it, guys.
Love melee.
First off, I would like to use my hit points.
Okay,
Hit
so-
dice.
Bonus
Hit
action
dice.
for 3 hit dice.
Nice.
1, 2.
That's good. Oh,
Oh,
Very nice.
very
I
nice.
feel better. I
You-
feel
that
better.
almost put you back up.
Almost. Then I would like to stand up. And
There's half your movement. And your bonus action.
let's see. I would like to. Where did it go?
You gonna mace him?
I would like to target Aravan since he's right next to me.
Oh.
Stab me in the face.
I'll tell you.
Oh, wow.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh, you got a boo boo.
I
There you
tried
go.
very
You know,
hard.
she just woke up. She
She used all her good rolls on herself.
She did. That's our healer. That's our
Oh,
cleric.
Yep.
Thanks.
I had the hand. The hand just it heals me more. I didn't share. So I'm sorry.
Octavia, if I were an ordinary common man, I might feel completely resurged by that.
I'm proud of myself.
All right. Number 10 is going to make his attacks at Numa again. First attack
Kung
is a
Fu.
complete miss. Second attack
Kung Fu.
is going to hit
Oh, sure.
for 5 points of damage.
See, you were in crane formation, not turtle formation.
I know. I'm completely exposed here. And
Dragon Wing
Ice
1
crane.
is totally dead. Xavier.
Oh, I get to do something productive. All right. Excuse me. I'm going to disengage from this fine fellow here. And I believe I can move all the way to here and have line of sight on Dragon Wing 10. Yes. And
Yep.
I'm going to take a shot at him.
At 10.
At 10.
Okay.
How about a 28?
Wow.
Hit.
man, that's like a Robin Hood shot. That's incredible.
One of those.
And he's dead.
Oh. I'll overkill him.
He had 1 hit point left.
There. I feel better
You definitely overkilled him.
now. I just wanted to spew guts all over Numa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I deserve that. I deserve it.
This arrow punctures like through this guy's back, hits his heart, and explodes his heart out of his chest onto Numa.
I feel like I'm in a horror story prom night.
And
It's like the shit weasels, only with hearts and arrows.
and I will use the last 10 feet of my movement to get over there.
Right, just in front of a window. Awesome.
Yeah. It's all part of my plan.
Okay. Number 4. Having just seen his friend fall off the edge of the balcony. And not really having anywhere else to go, is going to take his swings at the person he just saw trying to heal people.
Man, these guys are diehards.
Well, it's really too bad he doesn't get the bonus critical cards.
Oh.
Because that critical hit would have been pretty awesome.
What is it then?
I can't tell you that. You guys will have to discover it someday.
That's just cruel.
And his damage roll is crap. 2 1s. But his second attack
Welcome to Club.
is also a hit.
Wow.
Okay, so he
denied.
manages to slice a couple of deep cuts into Octavia as she's standing up and trying to heal Erevan.
Don't want to be cut anymore.
Number
Why
6
couldn't we just talk through this, guys?
is going to continue to try to chase after Caden. But stepping into the hallway, he sees that the path to Caden is blocked by this Numa.
Powerful monk warrior.
So he decides that's good enough for him. He steps up and takes an attack at Numa. 18, I believe, is going to be a hit.
Welcome to your death.
And the 16 is going to be a miss. Okay. Dragon Wing number 9, also chasing. He's going to run to here and attack Numa with advantage. So, first attack. Ooh, that's a natural 20. This is going to hurt Numa. I'm sorry.
That's strong.
Oh, shit!
Oh, that was a lot of dice, Shadow.
Did you just knock out Numa?
Killed
That
me.
was more dice than it should have been.
No, it
Yeah,
doubled,
you, like,
it
did,
doubled
like,
his
30
special
points
ability
of
dice, too.
damage.
No, that was far more than it should have been.
You sure?
You went from green to dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wow.
Green to dead. That's
How
quite
much
the
damage
spectrum.
did he just
39
Caden-
points of damage.
Caden will have to just scrape my remains off
Okay.
the stone floor.
So that, although it didn't exceed, you may have had exactly 39 hit points.
do? Yeah.
Okay, so, wow.
It was exactly lethal.
Okay, so that puts you back to where you were. Now, let me fix this. He got a critical, so he's going to roll 2d6 for his special ability. So that gets doubled, so there's 4d6. And then 2d6,
First weapon.
well, 1d6 for his weapon, that gets doubled. So a total of 6d6 plus 3. So that's why the
Max damage
critical
would be 39.
Okay. 6d6. Ooh.
I don't understand what is happening.
Ooh.
Was it max damage?
No, but it was close.
Oh, no.
What is their special ability?
I,
I want to learn it.
I think it has something to do with having an ally there. They get like sneak attack or something.
Here's what it is. These guys have pack tactics. So anytime they have an ally within 5 feet, they get advantage. They don't have to be flanking. So that's how they keep getting advantage. And once per turn, if the Dragon Wing makes a weapon attack with advantage, and the attack hits, it deals an extra 2d6 damage.
Jeez. It's
Wow.
basically sneak attack. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a sneak attack, but with on a crit that gets big in a hurry.
Oh yeah.
So instead of 39 damage, you're just going to take 28 damage.
That still hurts.
I don't like these guys.
So that's
So I'm not actually sure. Yeah.
Wait a second. I didn't give you enough health back.
I would love to see another arrow spring forth from this guy's heart.
I'm pretty sure I can make that happen.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you'll get to punch him before I get to shoot, though.
No, I'm gonna punch one of them. I don't know if I'll get both of them. Wow.
So, number 5 is dead. Aravan.
Caravan's going to take.
Yeah, so basically, okay, sorry, going back to Numa, because of the extreme amounts of damage that were dealt. So, you've got the dead guy in front of you, the other guy just attacked you, this guy runs around you, you think he's going to try to run all the way around and get Caden, who they were chasing in the first place. And so, as he's like swinging his sword, as you think he's running by you, you like block it up and prepare to like keep turning and block the next blow. But he stops running and then turns his blade back the other direction and catches you completely unaware and just gashes you deeply in the side. Like, he may have broken a couple of ribs when he hit you with that scimitar.
Yeah. So when we fought these guys in the swamp castle, this is where we fought them, right? Didn't we fight them in the swamp castle?
You did fight some of them, yes.
Did they? Would we have learned that then?
Yeah, you guys would have had the opportunity to see this in effect.
I'm pretty sure. They got stuck in the web for the most part. So they didn't
that's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure that we knew these guys had that effect. The only thing that I remembered with pack tactics were the
Kobolds.
The kobolds. That's right.
Yep. Well, this is what happens when you give these guys free reign of the battlefield.
Yeah.
We learned. Numa will soon forget. Ouch!
So, Caravan.
Wow.
All right. Aravan is going to just swing his greatsword at this guy. Stepping around him. Would here get advantage or circling around farther?
You can't really go any further than that.
All right. I will go to here.
Yeah, you're at the edge.
Now swinging my greatsword.
Going off balance.
That's it.
Schmuck. But ignored my challenge to him.
Reroll
swung
those
at
twos.
Octavia anyways. No, that was the reroll. It's twos.
Did it automatically reroll?
Yep.
Oh, hey.
Because it was 2 twos and then they re-rolled as 2 more twos.
Oh.
I think if I'm reading that right.
Yeah.
Because like the die that roll show a different number than what's the result is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that guy's dead.
There. Then 20 more feet, just charging through the doorway to help out Numa.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Sorry. I just skipped Numa. Numa.
See how you are.
No attack.
Let's go for 42 points of damage next round.
I mean, why not?
Kill you outright.
Let's go for a new record. So I think I've got that. Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Much better.
Beautiful.
Okay. Oh, man! Are you kidding me?
There are other numbers, Numa.
Now this
Ones
is
in
definitely a
between.
Numa round. A crit and a miss. Just automatic hit, automatic fail.
Yeah, well, the ribs on my left side are a little
Yeah.
lower.
Yeah.
But you still got your last unarmed attack. Nice.
Wow.
So you have managed to kill the fellow who was trying to take the shortcut to Caden, but not the one who basically chopped you in half.
Yeah, but I've got him right where I want him in the death path of Xavier's bow.
And now Caden, now that he's got a moment to think,
Oh yeah, Caden can just point at him and kill him, so that'll work too.
yeah, he is going to use
Firebolt, tried and true.
Magic
No.
missile.
That ice cream jacket.
Magic
back.
Missile is tempting, but he's actually going to use Scorching Ray. I believe that's what 3 attacks, each at 2d6.
Yes, sir.
So he's going to target the last remaining fellow he can see, and just quickly fire off. There's 1 attack, 2, 3. So 3 hits.
Oh, that guy's dead.
So 1, 2, 3 damage.
Wow. What
Definitely
a
dead.
mess.
So Numa, you just feel like you hear Caden in the back kind of talking,
Mumbling.
mumbling under his breath, and then you feel this sudden heat behind you, and 3 little balls of fire come whipping around your head and slam into the guy in front of you.
I'm just like covered in gore and seared flesh and broken ribs.
Yep, you smell faintly of burnt hair now.
Wow.
Octavia,
Tis my turn.
it is. And as far as you can tell, there are no more live enemies trying to come find you.
And since I died, I can no longer sense that guy, huh?
Nope, you definitely lost concentration on that.
Yeah.
Where was he the last time you sensed him?
South-ish.
South.
South and in the sky. Or above us.
It's so
But
specific.
I have no idea which way south is.
Yeah,
That way.
Downward.
You may know that, but Octavia sure as hell doesn't. No.
You felt the pull in the direction he was.
So I would like to use my action to go here, or my movement, and then my action to double it to there. Say he went this way. They'll probably think I'm on drugs, but I'm used to it by now.
You also felt like, again, what you can remember from before you got knocked unconscious.
It's like outside-ish.
Well, it was mostly up.
Mostly up. Well, that's fine. I'm going to go this way and then up. I'm going to go to the stairs. To the stairs! I will yell out.
Okay.
That's my... Can I use a bonus action to run further or no?
No.
I didn't think so.
Xavier.
Xavier is gonna kind of be at the ready with his bow because he can't see that the action has stopped. Walk past the doorway and then loot Asbara.
Okay. So, now that the action has died down just a little bit, first of all, you can tell that this room has kind of become a mess.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, there's really no way around that. It's now basically a mess.
Fireball, ice storms.
Oh yeah, that does remind me. That whole area where the ice storm happened was supposed to be difficult terrain because there's still like piles of ice and
I don't
hailstones
think any
there.
of us has actually walked over there. So
I don't think you did either, so I don't think it really came into effect. But if we all look at this, you guys are
below
down
the
here
arch.
somewhere,
Yeah.
and you've got this nice view out the side of the castle, out into the sky because this wall is still down because Asbar's been laying in the space where the wall would normally come back. So every time it started to try to rematerialize, it just continues to be,
Like an
It's-
elevator.
Doors trying to close.
It's more like being stuck on or standing in front of one of those sensors at the grocery store where the sliding doors just keep opening.
Jedi mind tricks. Keep it open.
But as you go to try to loot Asbar's corpse, make me a perception check.
Certainly. $20 total.
All right. So let's just pretend that you guys are on the side of the castle where I've got the arrow pointed. And down about there, Xavier, you see that flying in the sky.
Low or above us?
It looks like he's kind of he's coming out below you and kind of starting to circle. But you think if he happens to look your way, he could definitely see you.
I start pulling Asbara into the room and say, Erevan, the dragon's out. It's circling the castle. We should go get its loot.
We should absolutely not do that.
It's the perfect time.
So you're dragging Asbar?
Yeah,
Where
just
you
enough to
dragging
get
it
that
to?
door. Just enough to get the door to close.
Okay, so
And then I'll grab whatever.
in 1 minute, the door will reform.
Okay.
Or the wall will reform.
I'll grab what I can, and I'm making my way towards the dragon horde.
Okay, so you're going to just grab everything you can think of?
Yeah, anything that looks spellcastery of value on his person, and then I'm bolting.
Okay, so make me an investigation check.
Certainly. 21.
All right, so you find 2 scrolls. You also find a money belt or money pouch. It has assorted coins worth about 120 gold.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all you see on him.
Did he have his wand nearby?
Yeah, but the wand just to you it just looks like a simple wand. There's
Okay. Okay. So I'll grab that, and then I'm moving as fast
he
as
doesn't
my
ha-
roguey
it
legs.
also has a dagger.
Does it look keen or elegant?
It looks well crafted, but
I'll grab it. One dagger.
Okay.
And then booking it to the dragon horde.
okay. So you can start moving again on your next turn.
Yep.
Erevan.
Urban is going to start making his way out towards the rest of the party. And healing himself up for 10 hit points with his lay on hands.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Numa.
Well, I'm listening to Octavia rave about going up, I guess, to the tower, but sensing that there's no danger, I think I'm going to take a hit die.
So you can spend up to 3 of them.
Yeah, we better do that if we're going to continue on this trajectory.
And you all still have 2 good berries if you need to take them. It gives you one hit point.
Ooh, I forgot about that. Anyway.
You should remind us of that more often.
I do every week.
Yeah, she means like every 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's my.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
my.
food. Like, you should really.
I guess I'll wait
Think
for
about
Octavia to move to follow her. So if she moves, can I hold my action until she moves, and then I'll just move with her?
Sure.
Okay.
Caden, seeing Octavia run by and hearing her say to the tower, says, "I'm not going anywhere until I search this room."
Technically, I just said to the stairs, but.
To the stairs.
Okay.
Whatever we seek is in this room, not in the stairs. This is what I'm here for. Octavia. Oh, and Caden goes making his way back into the room.
I'm still running to the stairs.
Okay.
So I want to see if I can see what I want to see.
Could
There's
I
one.
could I try to stop Caden like as he's going into the door to kind of be like letting him know like I'm totally cool with us sticking around here, but first we need to let that wall reform. We need to let that illusion come back.
He'll stop right there.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, so Octavia, you make it to the door and are just starting to shove it open.
Yeah.
And I would follow her on my
Go ahead.
held action.
Oh man, I should have bonus action on my last turn to move. Damn.
All right. Xavier.
All right. I can move up to 105. And that's what I'll do on my turn. And
So you're going to sprint.
Yeah, triple sprint. And I had my cloak activated. Well, I guess I don't, but I'll activate it on my next turn.
I was just going to say, you're just going to sprint right past Aravan and Caden.
Yep.
If you could wait a turn, I could heal you a little bit.
We have to go to the tower.
Aravan.
I'd like to step out of this room and close the door just enough that I can kind of see in through a crack in it and wait here with Caden for the wall to solidify.
All right. It's your turn.
Again, I'll just cue off of Octavia.
Okay, then I'll just effectively delay you until you go right after her.
That'd be fine.
Just put them at 19 initiative.
Yeah. But instead of it going now Caden's turn. So Caden is waiting very impatiently for this wall to reform.
I mean, he could just go invisible and go back in there, right?
He could. But I mean, why waste a spell? Okay, Octavia.
I didn't think people were actually going to listen to me. I
You
really
seem
wish.
determined this time, so
Well, I remember he was this way. And so I'm just going to keep on heading towards the stairs. And along the way, let's see who's with me. I'm going to target Xavier. And I'm going to do cure wounds, but I'd like to do it at a 3rd level.
Okay, well, you get to cure wounds as touch.
Yeah, so I'm like, assume he's going to be walking next to me, so like if I have to take a step back to touch him, that's fine. I'll take a step back.
Okay, so what you're saying is you're running out to the courtyard, but you're going to like wait for him to catch up and then heal him as he goes past.
Basically.
Okay. All right. So you get out to there.
So that's what, 3d8 plus 3?
Well, you have to wait until he gets there.
Okay. I'll wait till he gets there. I will hold.
Yuma?
Following my lady, as I led her down in combat. Fall.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
I'm good.
Xavier.
All right, Xavier's going to move that 70 feet on his turn.
Okay, so as you go running by, you can, Octavia, you can go ahead and heal him.
Which is what, 3d8 plus 3? Because it's the 3rd level?
3rd level, yeah, 3d8 plus 3.
So, where's my... That's plus 3. 16.
Sweet.
So you don't have that set up as a spell yet?
Not for 3rd level, no. I've never done it for 3rd level.
Okay, so 16 healing points.
Yep.
All right.
And then I'm going to move 35 feet going downstairs.
Downstairs, okay.
Which I believe gets me close to the landing on the lower level.
Yeah, that gets you pretty much to the lower level. So let me just take you to... Oops.
And hopefully I'm moving fast enough that they can't see which side of the stairs I went down.
So we'll put you right about there. Do the map.
All right, ice tunnels, right?
Yep.
Sweet.
Okay. Airvan.
Taking a quick glance behind me and seeing that it's just me and Caden here, I'm going to bolster myself a little bit further. Just 10 more points from lay on hands.
All right.
And I guess look over to Caden, and this might be a question that Adam will have to answer. But basically be like, what is it you're hoping to find here? What are we looking for? What can I kind of like get the information now? Like, what are we looking for when we go back in there? Anything specific?
He'll have to answer that one for you. I think I know what he's looking for, but I'll let him try to describe it.
And that'll be me.
Okay. And Caden continues to very impatiently wait. Now, those of you out in the courtyard hear
I'm in the courtyard.
coming overhead
Oh,
a
dear.
giant flap of wings.
I'm really glad I'm not there right now.
Shit.
Jeez.
As flying above you
I got extra.
is a dragon.
Please, don't
And looking
scare me,
down
guys.
at you, he sees, well,
Nothing weird going on
tasty
here.
morsels.
We're cultists.
We're on your side, Mr.
Nope.
White Dragon.
Now, the
Can't you
alarm
just
has been
talk?
raised.
What alarm? There's no alarm.
Combat has been started.
No. Guys, we should not go to the stairs. Retreat.
So,
We're
we
just
wanna get-
roughhousing.
luckily,
Our ultimate
it's just
goal here is to
Octavia
stop-
and Numa.
Oh no.
Just us.
And
Never mind,
Is
sorry.
especially.
We should
As
never
this,
come here.
I'm gonna have to find that email.
Oh, just a dragon. No big deal.
well, I'm actually going to say that you guys are very lucky
Alright,
in this
Xavier's
case
gonna seek out the
I love being
ever
lucky.
so helpful cultists.
because
That is
the range on his
him,
breath weapon
and
is, as I don't think, quite long enough to justify hitting both of you as he flies over. But he does definitely spot you, and he starts doing kind of a banking, diving sort of motion.
Yeah,
And
this is bad.
Seems to be well on his way to making a full circle to come around and
You all run.
he's now basically aimed more or less at you guys and has dropped altitude just enough.
Run really fast. Use your slippers. That's okay. Save the ham.
And I think that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Oh no. Jeez Louise, let's just leave it in front of a dragon. That's so
I mean, you know, I thought we were going to end it kind of after you guys cleared the room, but then you decided, oh, we're going to go charge out into the rest of the
I was
castle.
following my senses.
And
Never be a leader.
and you know, then you just naturally split the party up, which is that works for me.
And the sun, no, this is so bad.
But to your benefit, or I guess to your credit, not so much to your benefit, but to your credit, you guys have handled a fight with a half dragon, 2 wizards, and then 10 fairly powerful cultists, and come out of it pretty good overall.
Until we found the dragon.
Well, you know, that is the problem of starting a fireball fight.
Yep. Thanks a lot, Caden.
Actually, I think you guys got fireballed, not the other way around.
I got down. I was sleeping during that.
We're still allowed to blame him for his past relationship with these wizards.
I think you're allowed to blame the person who decided to go dressed as, you know, a senior member of the cultists.
She's been so
Whoever that was.
yeah, that guy.
It's these days.
This is just so bad.
But hey, it's Dungeons and Dragons, and it's your first dragon.
I know.
No, actually, there was another dragon that we had to face, if you don't
Yeah,
recall.
we didn't do so well with that guy. He killed a lot of people.
Killed like an entire town. I recall him very well.
Yeah, I put it this way. This is your first dragon you actually get to engage in combat with. The last one was much more of a scripted mechanic.
I kind of like the
What kind
mechanic
of that?
We're
version
split
best.
3 ways right now.
Well, hey, at least you told them you were going downstairs.
Did I?
Nope.
No, in fact, you
Well-
specifically said, I hope I'm far enough that they can't see which way I went.
Yep.
We're about to run back to one of the other halves of the party. So
Well, we're about to run
Reunited.
somewhere. I'm not sure where we're going to run, but we are going to run, Numa.
yes,
we are going to
we're
run.
running.
Amanda, I think he's going to be following you, whichever direction you choose to run.
I think he's first. Isn't he first?
Maybe.
Oh, I'm
He
first.
senses
Oh,
the
good.
ham.
Well, I better figure out which way. He knows I stole his food. He's pissed. Jesus. Whoever takes that ham.
I love how no matter what, we can always bring it back to the ham.
Ham is life.
Oh,
But hey, at least you guys are, you know, in good fighting shape and haven't used a lot of spells or anything.
right?
Right?
I'm doing
Full health. All
all spells and abilities.
I still
ready to
have
go.
3 spells to use.
I have
Please.
1 spell slot
please.
left.
I would be there, but I was dead for 2 rounds. So
I realize that, in a fight against dragons, I'm not very helpful unless someone's next to it.
You can at least reach it from a distance.
I can.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to get within like kicking distance for me.
Well, if you guys run in a certain direction, it might follow you into a place where it can't fly.
Oh,
well, I'm
yeah.
hoping that wherever we run, it won't go. That's kind of my
I
goal.
think, I think it might be the door, not maybe the tower or the kitchen.
I think the
Or
door's
whatever.
closer.
I think so too.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh dear.
I definitely think it'll be entertaining.
You nailed it.
I wonder who's going to walk away to tell the tale.
That's a good question.
The giant. He's gonna be like, yeah, I had some idiots on my castle. They tried to take on everybody again.
Wow. That's going to be great.
Right?
Uh,
Adam better be here next week. Because we are definitely going to need Caden in any fight that happens with this dragon.
Nah. You don't really need any magic or anything.
Right?
If there's some way that you guys can stay away from that dragon long enough to get a rest, I mean, he can get his spells back.
Just fall over, pretend to be unconscious. Maybe they'll buy it.
play dead
For an hour.
Now, we shouldn't have thrown those bodies off the edge. I told you.
Well,
I don't think
you
those
didn't tell me
bodies
soon
fit.
enough. You hesitated.
I said don't
Those
do
who
it.
hesitate are lost.
I told you not to do it.
We are so screwed.
Oh, man.
All right, everybody.
All right.
Good
Well,
night.
I hope you've enjoyed this this particular session of me beating on you.
Oh, no, it was totally fun.
And I'll catch you guys next week.
Yep.
All right.
See
See ya.
Have a good
Adios.
one.